67 yesterday, 10 under for the tournament with the lead. One shot over every. David Mathis in third place, followed by Tringali, who with that 7 under on his round today is 7 under for the tournament. There's I believe it's 3 of the top 50 players playing in this tournament.
That's it? 3 of the top 50?
Pretty sure that's the number.
And you look at this field, and obviously the FedEx St. Jude Classic is rapidly approaching. And the field is going to be a good field. It's not going to be like this field. But there are going to be stars that will skip again because it's the week before the U.S. Open. There will be stars that will skip because the U.S. Open is being played at the Olympic Club in San Francisco, and they don't want to travel that far. Once they've played in the tournament, they made the cut. I think the greens are a little bit different. So it's certainly going to be a challenge, but it is a great event just to walk around there and see some of the greatest players in the world. You have Padraig Harrington's already committed. You have Retief Goosen. Of course, always fun to watch John Daly play as well. You've been around a long time enjoying that tournament.
Actually, I used to work at TPC back in the early 90s. That's where I got my start. Got out of the business for a while, but that's a great course. It's a great layout. You're able to get really up close and personal next to the players and get to see what makes their game so different.
And you've seen the changes. You've seen when John Cook went 26 under to right now where it's an absolute challenge for these professionals.
Absolutely. It changed out their greens, grew up their rough a little bit, similar to some U.S. Open conditions. But I think it's just going to be a great week with a lot of good name players, maybe not all the top 25, but certainly worth going and getting a look at. Well,
there's no doubt about it. Neil, you get Brant Snedeker from Vanderbilt University who has committed to the tournament. Names starting to trickle in a little bit at a time. Justin Leonard, of course, who's won a couple of times there. So I think, compared to what this field is at the Valero Texas Open, there's no comparison. But again, unfortunately, they're going to luck out on some of the bigs who normally do play the week before because of where the Olympic Club is located.
And they're doing their charter plane to the U.S. Open right after this tournament wraps up, so they still make it easy as heck to get to the Open for those people. They're still hoping that Phil is going to come, as Phil played the week before the Masters, played well there. I know they wish he would have won the Masters because that would have even been better, but they're still hoping that Phil may end up coming here, but they've got a lot of players. They're talking to them all and seeing who will come. We do have our answer for our trivia question. It was not George Bush. It was not Richard Nixon. It was not LBJ. We finally got the correct answer. It is Dwight Eisenhower is the correct answer. So congratulations to the person who texted in Dwight Eisenhower.
Yeah, Dennis in Texas. Nixon's from California. I mean, LBJ and Bush, at least they're from Texas. During his term, Democrats often joked he only worked a 36-hole work week. Loved the game.
But he teamed up with Arnold Palmer back in 53 through 61 to develop the popularity of golf, if you would. Back in 53, there were only about 3.2 million golfers, and by the time President had served his second term, there were twice that many golfers.
How about that? Two more things I wanted to touch on here. Obviously, we talked about the 56 Sports Stroke Saver Clinic. You need to call 382-1886 to sign up for that every Thursday from 6 to 7, just $10. We talked about the Sports 56 Stonebridge special. And, of course, you know about the two-man scramble on Wednesday beginning at 5:30. Real quick, touch on the ladies' leagues, because the ladies love to play the game, and you have ample opportunities there with the leagues. And then the kids, you have a kids' golf clinic coming up on, June 4th through the 7th.
That's correct. But we started this ladies' league about 3 weeks ago. Some of the ladies who lived in the local area said, we'd like to start something. Can you help us? So with the help of Pat Lampley and her group, we have the ladies teeing off every Thursday morning at 8:30 in a shotgun format, so you're not going to be there all day long. They play pretty quick. Actually, some of my men golfers need to take some lessons from these ladies about pace of play. But they're averaging somewhere between 25 and 30 ladies each and every week. And it's going to run all the way through August and culminate with a Ladies League Championship. We invite people of all skill levels to come out and participate in that. There's some that are a lot older. We have some younger ones and some in between. They shoot a variety of scores, but the main thing is getting together with a camaraderie and having a good time and playing golf together as a group of ladies.
All right, so that's every Thursday morning at 8:30. You can call the Pro Shop for more info at 382-1886. Let's touch on this kids golf clinic, which we'll talk about more in the upcoming weeks. But June 4th through the 7th, 9 a.m. to 10:30.
It's sponsored by the Lakeland Parks and Recreations Division, along with Stonebridge. As you said, it's going to be June 4th through the 7th for an hour and a half every day, ages 6 to 14, both boys and girls, and the cost is a mere $80 for those 4 days. Now, the deadline to sign up is going to be May the 29th. That's why we're trying to promo it now as the kids get ready to get out of school, and there's going to be a limited number of spaces so that the kids get some individual attention, just as in our Thursday night clinic. If you want more information, call Joy Cloud. Her name's Joy Cloud. She's the Director of Parks and Recreation in Lakeland. Her number's 867-5414. 867-5414. Now, upon completion of the clinic, we're going to do a couple of things for the kids. We're going to give them a certificate of completion that they can put on their wall or put in a frame and on their dresser at home, and Mom and Dad will be really proud. And also a sleeve of golf balls to start their maybe a golf career.
Very nice. So we got the kids taken care of, the women, obviously the men. It's Stonebridge Golf Course in Lakeland. One more time, Eric, before we let you go, the phone number and the website.
That'll be 382-1886, 382-1886. Our website is www.stonebridgegolf.com. You can hear rebroadcasts of this show as we're putting them on there. And I was really excited to get the Facebook page from Eli about the new 56 Sports app that also has the podcast on it. So we've got it on our website. We're putting it on Facebook. Now we got the 56 Sports app. We're reaching out all over the city.
You can listen to Eric Howard 24/7 if you listen to those podcasts.
He'll definitely put some nightmares in your night listening to this. I don't know about all that.
Well, fantastic. Next Friday, Bruno Straka will rejoin us. We'll give away a golf lesson. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to be talking about another special guest who is one of the big-time long hitters. He's in the long hitting competition, and we'll tell you more about that in the coming weeks, but he'll be joining us as well. Eric, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Get out there and see Eric and the fine folks at Stonebridge Golf Course as we bring you the 19th hole each and every Friday.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the tee box.